Las Vegas, sponsored by Myers Western Auto Parts and Kart Driving 101.
Well, hi, everybody, and welcome to the Las Vegas Motor Speedway. You're looking at a shot from Live Chopper 13, a live look at the Speedway out here, and it is a lot of fun getting ready for the state's biggest sporting events ever. With Robin Burke, I'm Ron Futrell. The fans are arriving. We're getting ready for race day, and we have a few issues here. First of all, you're all bundled up and warm. I see you got two jackets on. You got the denim shirt and
two shirts on, yeah,
and the
but
gloves.
I forgot my long johns, and you know what? I think you need it out here. 49 degrees where we are, and about 14 miles an hour wind, so it's pretty cold out here. But besides that,
yes,
we do have an hour load full of fun for you coming up as we go inside today's big race. Here's a preview.
Better buckle up. In the next hour, meet the drivers and support teams. Hear what they expect and their game plans for today's all-important race. And we'll introduce you to a special father and son duo, family, but not on the track. They're both battling for the title.
We're also taking you behind the wheel for an open-wheel car driving experience like no other.
Plus, see the good, the bad, and the torn up. Go behind the scenes to discover what it's like to be a track medic.
NASCAR is driving up profits for a talented local artist. His work now serves as a signature on the heads of dozens of drivers.
They travel the country on the NASCAR circuit. They're the die-hard fans in To Die For motorhomes. We'll take you inside. And let's not forget the folks in the stands. They are what generates the excitement here today.
So we've got everything racing for you coming up, but you know, the weather really has become an issue here. Just in about the last 15 minutes, the temperature has dropped, the wind has kicked in, and that means the pit crews are in a frenzy right now.
We have had some sprinkles. It is not raining right now, but it is certainly in parts of the valley. And what this does to the cars, it changes the entire setup. What you had over the weekend, well, you had warm weather certainly for the drivers at that time, so they set their cars up for the warm weather during happy hour yesterday. But today, a totally different story. They got to change the setup and adjust right now. Mario Diaz live now on the infield with the latest. Mario.
That's right, Ron and Robbie. You know, one sight that we're seeing down here in the garage area for the first time in 3 years is one of these, an umbrella, because this is going to be a factor all day long. The factor, of course, being the weather. As you can see behind me, plenty of fans already here at the Speedway. You can see the gray clouds coming in. You know, the weather's been in question all morning long. There was some sprinkling here at about 7 o'clock, 7:30, and then it stopped. It picked up again at about 8:45, stopped once again. Last 10 minutes, we got a couple of drops once again. But as far as I know, from when I talked to race officials, the race will start on time at 11:30. However, according to the drivers, the weather will definitely play a factor in today's race.
Well, it could change it, the complexion of the race a little bit. I still think that the best teams will surface throughout the race, make the adjustments before and during the race that need to be. But handling is critical here, and with the weather change, that will change the handling a little bit. So it'll throw everyone off base just a little bit possibly, but the best teams should adjust quicker than the rest of them.
How do you feel about today's race going in with the change in the weather?
Oh, man, when it dries up, we'll go racing. Should be about the same.
The weather has changed dramatically from when you won yesterday. What kind of adjustments do you have to make now for the race?
Well, we really don't know just yet. You kind of have to let the race get going and see what happens. We've never been out here with a big weather change like this, so I think everybody has a lot to learn, and it'll be interesting to see who can run well right off the bat. And we're all going to have to adjust and make our cars better during the race.
Well, I think the cars will get tighter, normally get more grip when the weather cools off, and it normally gives more front grip or more rear grip, and so that's going to make the cars a little bit tighter. But
how does it change the dynamics of the race?
I don't think it changes it. We're going to change enough tires. We'll be able to make enough changes during the pit stop to dial the car back in.
It helps us. Anytime it's cool like this, it's better for us and better for the cars, engines, everything. So it's only a plus. It's real good.
And I was talking to Ricky Rudd's engineer, Hoyt Overbaugh, and he told me really what this makes today is a very competitive race because it gives the guys in the middle of the pack in the back a chance to move up because everyone's making adjustments due to the weather. Now, not only are the cars being affected, but let me show you something. Over here, we have the computer consoles. They're all under tarps, of course, because water and electronics do not mix too well, kind of like water and dirt together, you get mud. Well, out here, everything seems to be covered right now, and everyone is preparing for a race at 11:30. The only thing they're hoping for, Ron and Robin, is that Mother Nature cooperates.
There is a lot of weather looking to the north of us. Our view, we're high above the Las Vegas Motor Speedway. You can see rain in the mountains to the north of us, but the wind's blowing towards the north, so I don't think it's going to be coming in this direction. So, yeah, the race starting at 11:30, that looks likely at this point, but it is a little chilly.
Maybe we better check in with the expert. News 13's meteorologist Steve Gary is in the Next Right Neighborhood Weather Center back at the station to fill us in.
Well, I told you to bundle up, Robin. The good thing you did, because it definitely is cold out there. And we did have the isolated showers this morning, tapering off now. And, in fact, they'll probably be able to get the race in. It shouldn't be a problem. Later tonight, though, we will see some more showers start to work their way into the valley. Here's a look at the radar, the Next Rad radar, scanning out around the area. You can see the scattered showers working their way. As Ron was mentioning, most of the cloudiness coming up from the south and working its way to the north. And there are some more showers once again up over the Spring Mountains. Snow flurries, a lot of it, in fact, will be accumulating through tonight and tomorrow up by Mount Charleston. And for folks in Lee Canyon, they're going to see a lot more snow up there. Here on the valley floor, not too much more rain throughout the race time. It should be A-OK. Just a couple sprinkles are possible, but bundle up with the cold temperatures out there and that breeze. I'm sure you guys are feeling the wind chill up on top of the grandstand, aren't you?
We certainly are, but as long as the rain stays away and the race goes on as planned, we'll all be very happy, I think. And, you know, it doesn't seem to have deterred anybody. There are a lot of people on the road still filing into the gates right now here for the race.
Race fans, I'm not going to say they enjoy this stuff because nobody does, but I tell you, they can persevere through this sort of stuff. They haven't. In fact, this race used to be held on this weekend at Richmond every year, and they moved it to Las Vegas. It snowed one year at Richmond in their last races, and it rained there, it seemed like, just about every year. But the Vegas race, you don't really expect this. Traffic has been an issue over the years, certainly in the 3 races out here at Las Vegas. We've got Mark Martinez standing by in Live Chopper 13 with the latest. Mark, how's it look from your vantage point?
Well, Ron, say this about race fans, NASCAR fans especially. They are very loyal, and they know that before you can enjoy the race, you got to get there. So they don't mind waiting in long lines of traffic. Now, we can tell you, though, things are moving along a lot better than we've seen in years past. You were looking at a live picture right now of I-15 with zoom cam. Now, traffic is moving along at about 25, 30 miles an hour at this point, which is not bad. In years past, we've seen it be a parking lot down there right about now. And you can see there are actually breaks in traffic right now. And the Speedway officials have made a lot of changes to the track over the past few years to make sure that people do get to enjoy the race, that they're in the seats by the time the green flag drops. This video taken about 8:30 this morning that you're looking at right now, and that shows a different story. Traffic jam-packed with people trying to make their way to the track. Now, NHB advised people to get here as early as possible. It looks like a lot of people took that advice, headed out early, and are now basically at the Speedway, but there is still quite a bit of traffic funneling in at this point on I-15. So if you're not here yet, you might want to just enjoy it on your television, or another option is to take a CAT bus. That's because CAT bus has a secured route. They are actually going through Nellis Air Force Base to get people to the track. That way they don't have to wait at any red lights, and they can get people in about half an hour from downtown, which is actually record time compared to what we've seen since 1997 when the race first started, and we saw a lot of traffic back then. But at this point, things look like they're moving along pretty well. Of course, we're going to keep you updated on this whole situation out here on I-15. I'm Mark Martinez in Live Chopper 13.
Okay, Mark, it seems like the widening of Las Vegas Boulevard North helped out quite a bit, didn't it, in getting the traffic in and out of here?
Yeah, Ron, it sure did. In fact, widening I-15, they moved it from widening Las Vegas Boulevard, they moved it from 2 lanes to about 7 lanes at some points. So that helps people get in. They can open up both directions for northbound traffic to get people into the race, and then southbound traffic will move out the same way. Now, today, though, they are using Las Vegas Boulevard just for commercial vehicles, limos, taxis, buses, that sort of thing. Everyone else has to come on I-15, but having 2 routes definitely has helped out here.